going forward, like, did you see yourself working with a tycoon such as Dame coming out with a book or becoming a spokesman for the culture in general? You know what I'm saying? As
Yeah,
you,
I did.
I know you were saying, like,
as I was doing what?
I know you were saying, like, as you were
As I was doing what?
in the shop and you were
Hmm.
building
Right.
that momentum up,
Okay. Yeah.
you really saw that.
Yeah, I did, man. I've always been an associate of Dame's, from cutting his hair, and I just got tighter with him over the years, him and Biggs, and I saw what's going on right now many years ago because my whole objective was to create a project around his philosophy, which
Okay.
is the book we have now that we just finished as of last week, but today we got the final files of this project, Culture Vultures, and so when I did my first project, Thinking Ball Out, I interviewed Dame on a segment called The Secret to Balling.
Yeah.
The first people I interviewed for The Secret to Balling, which was a long interview that was on the audio book, was 3-6 Mafia,
What?
Paul and Juicy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was cutting their hair at the time, and Paul and Juicy have an interesting story just like Dame. They started from the ground up, independent, tapes out the trunk. And so with Dame, but the only difference was Dame's interview was just it seemed at the time to be a little heavier because it was like I had to kind of work around 3-6. They had a lot going on when I was interviewing them, but with Dame, he really put forth the effort to translate some good information for the culture. And so at that time, I was like, you know what, man, I got to write a book with you one day. He was like, all right, with you, man. We'll talk about it when I move back. And he went through a transition with Rockefeller, and him moving back took a little while.
Yeah.
He, you know what I'm saying? He moved back to New York, and it took him a while to come back. And then when he finally came back, we got down and we started recording sound bites for the book. I recorded him, and I started putting up the videos, part of them. But the main thing was like we just started working. I just was like every other day we was recording Dame Dash. We got so much footage you ain't seen. We got so much. It's ridiculous. It's like that's what created the Culture Vultures book. Myself and my two team members, Michelle Gentle and Carolyn Gentle. They're both sisters. You know what I'm saying? And I'm with two powerful black women. That's what really made the project move forward. You know what I'm saying? If you're a man and you ain't got no woman involved in your business some kind of way, you a fool. Because the woman is the divine mother. You know what I'm saying? You got to put forth and bring the divine mother into your establishment, into what you're doing, because they'll help your business. Because women don't want to be you. They want to help you.
Yeah, they can't.
Yeah, unless you was a crazy alpha female that just she wants to be like a man, or she want to be like you on that level. But usually, as a rule, a woman wants to help you. She wants to see you on top.
Yeah.
She wants to see her man or whoever she's working with on top.
Yeah.
And that's what I have.
Yeah. Man, that's what's up, man. Are you currently doing any research on the cryptocurrency, or are you involved yet?
You know what? No, actually, man, I've been pretty much stuck in the research of, just really being more fluent in natural law principles and creating other projects. Like I have a project right now I'm working on with my friend Dr. Zarif. We're doing a relationship manual.
Okay.
And we're starting that this weekend. We've already started, but we're starting the recording this weekend. A relationship manual on teaching men how to remain men no matter what position they're in and whatever they're faced with.
Yeah.
And because
I downloaded that piece that you put out.
Which one?
It was you and Dan. It's like 13 minutes long. I can't think of the name of it right now. But
You talking about Fashion Game? Fashion Game?
Was it
Was it the audio book?
It was an audio book.
And Culture Vultures, the two singles. Yeah.
Because it was just like, man, he was like, don't carry the emotions like a female would. You know what I'm saying?
You talking about definition of a man.
Yeah.
Definition of a man. Yeah, that's a chapter in the book, and that's real, man. That's pretty much like in a nutshell what our book is. The relationship book is going to be about. It's for women also, but we just have to teach men how to remain a man regardless of what they're faced with.
Yeah.
If your woman tells you she's cheating on you, how will you handle that? A lot of people won't handle that well. A lot of people start tearing up shit, and so a lot of people start trying to get physically violent.
Yeah, but it go back to that natural law thing where you said, like, man, I don't go into things like forcing people or controlling them. It's like,
oh yeah,
it's, you know what I'm saying, like it's a situation where if this is not what you want to be a part of, I can't do nothing but respect it. I just have to
Absolutely.
find ways to go forward with my position and my life and my focus, because if I'm putting harm and doing harm to you, I'm doing harm to myself. And I get it.
Absolutely.
You know what I
Mhm.
mean? My whole
Right.
thing is just laying out a foundation for the future, which are my children.
Right.
If I don't
Right.
do it, then I'm not doing my job. Period.
That's
You know what I'm
well,
saying?
that's what it's all about, man. It's just, measuring things based on value, like how important is something to you, and in certain situations, how important is your freedom at this point? How
Exactly.
important is, it's
Do
just
you want it?
like I tell people all the time, yeah, before you make any moves, you really want to measure how important something is to you and what is the pros and cons of what you're doing. And
Mm-hmm.
it'll keep a lot of people out of jail. It'll stop a lot of people from committing a crime. It'll stop a lot of people from, hurting someone that they love. Is just measuring and really looking at things and doing the math on what's right and wrong and what I should and shouldn't be doing in this place. And so we're just getting people back into thinking, man. It's, cognitive thinking is very important. It's just getting people, the spark of realization that, thinking things out is the best thing you can do for yourself.
Man, my uncle, he's like 70 years old now.
Right.
He hit me with a line. I went through a situation in college. He was like, the time to think is always right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I was like, man, what the hell you
Your
saying?
uncle's a wise man. That's absolutely the truth, man.
I was in my 20s, so it was like at the time I wasn't understanding, but he was preparing me for now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He's like,
Yeah.
man, you don't think about which move you're gonna make. Cause that
Hmm.
one move that you would have physically been doing some harm in them
Yeah.
5 minutes, man, you finna fuck up your life for the rest of your life. So
Yeah, man. Yeah.
you
It's an
don't
alter. You alter your whole state of being, man, in a split second, man. That's why thinking is very important.
yeah.
Yeah. He's absolutely right. Absolutely.